Hey, how's it going, P-Pixel pals? This is Panic Pixel, you can call me Christine. As a huge Marvel fangirl, I thought it would be cool to cover a Marvel-related tech product in celebration of the recent release of Captain America Civil War. Don't worry though, there will not be any spoilers in this video for those of you who do care, but stay tuned because you might want to add this into your collection. So, when a new Marvel movie comes out, it's kind of hard to avoid all the Marvel-related products that come out as part of all of the promotional efforts that they do for the movie. That is especially true in Hong Kong, where everyone is obsessed with following the latest media fad. I mean, come on, 7-Eleven is selling marshmallows overpriced just because it's in a plastic cup with a print of the Marvel characters on it. It's ridiculous. Of course, a lot of Chinese manufacturers try to ride on this wave by purchasing licenses so that they can produce super cheap tech products with the Marvel name on it, and we'll be taking a look at one of these kinds of products today. So today we are taking a look at a 6,800 milliamp power bank in the shape of Captain America's shield. Kind of hard to see because of how the light is reflecting. This shield was actually made for the Avengers Age of Ultron movie, but it's been gaining popularity again here in Hong Kong. I actually went to a store to try and buy this, but then they said it was out of stock and that I had to pre-order it. So instead I ordered it online for $18 US, but you'll find this on Amazon for around $34 to $42 US, which is honestly not bad considering how cool this looks. The box itself isn't too special and gives no hint to how nice the shield actually looks. You've got some plain fonts and some honestly low quality pictures all over. Not the greatest branding, but considering its price, I'm not really one to complain. Inside the packaging, you'll find the power bank itself, a charging cable, and an instruction manual. My box didn't include a certification of authenticity, though the manual said there would be one, so that was a bit of a downer. Another downer was the fact that the charging cable that came with it was green, which goes off from the whole Captain America theme. You might run into similar issues depending on the seller, but I have seen some YouTube videos where the charging cable was white and it did include the certificate. So that said, it's probably best to focus on the power bank's form and functions. Taking a look at the shield, you'll see that it's actually very nicely made. While it isn't made of the Marvel Universe's fictional element vibranium, though it would be super cool if it were, the internal parts are covered by a very thin yet decently sturdy kind of metal that has a small layer of coating on top to protect the paint. When you put it under any kind of light or sunshine, the power bank shines pretty brightly and just looks really cool. At certain angles though, it can get hard to see the design, as you've seen earlier in the video, because of light refraction and just the coating in general. But apart from that and some small paint defects, as well as a side that's a bit loose, this thing looks amazing for the price. But what about its functionality? Well, the shield is 10 cm in diameter and is about a centimeter thick, with a weight that's on par with or possibly even lighter than modern power banks of the same capacity. It's not too much of a burden to carry around, even with its circular shape. The shield is also pretty easy to store in a bag or place on a tabletop for display. Charging wise, it performed as expected of a power bank of this capacity. My much more expensive 6,000 milliamp Mophie dual station was able to fully charge my previous iPhone 5s about 2 times. With the Shield 6,800 milliamps and the iPhone 6's slightly larger battery size, I got about the same result. I charged my phone about twice. I was hoping for slightly better performance, but at this price range for something so cool looking and Marvel license, it didn't do too bad. As someone who doesn't really need to charge her phone too often within a day, I think this power bank is worth it, even if it's just mostly for showing off. So if you're looking to wow your friends and family and to show your Marvel pride, you can't really go wrong with this power bank. As I've said many times in this video, this thing looks really, really nice, and I've looked on Amazon in the same price range, you can't really find anything as collector worthy. They're not really as well made as this is. You're guaranteed to get your friends' attention with this shield, especially when you start making puns with it. I guess you can call me an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. now. I can't. So anyway guys, let me know what you think of this product over here and whether you would buy it yourself. Also, I'd like to know whether you are hashtag Team Cap or hashtag Team Iron Man. I'm personally split between them, but I'd like to know which side most of you are on. Maybe that will determine what kind of products I'll cover in the future. As always, product links are down in the description below, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment as well. I'll personally try to answer every single one of them, and I hope the community can as well. Leave a like if you like the video, leave a dislike if you dislike the video. Follow me on my various social media feeds to stay up to date on what I'm up to, what I'm buying, and just general adventures that I'm having. Lots of updates everywhere, especially on Snapchat. You have to follow me on Snapchat. I am very, very funny on Snapchat. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a pleasant day. I'm actually wearing my Black Widow shirt today. Also, if you haven't noticed, I am using a different microphone today. It's actually a Rode Video Mic Go, which I just bought today. First thing I did with it was create a meme-like video. I auto-tuned myself. You can check that out somewhere, I guess. I'll link it here. That is my true nature. I am actually a meme.